Hey YouTube, and welcome back to my side of the internet where we keep things simple yet practical. If you're new here, I'm Samantha Lee, and if you've been following my journey, you know I've been on a journey to improve my overall health and well-being. So if you go back to see some of my videos, the cringy ones, around this time last year, I decided to set a 90-day consistency goal to just get up and work out. The goal was just to show up consistently, whether that was I showed up laying on the mat, I showed up doing jumping jacks. The goal was to show up and also listen to my body. So I did that, but also I had a goal to be able to run a mile under like 20 minutes or 15 minutes, which I was able to do. And I was able to accomplish that. But how I got to that point was I just was in a very low place in life. I said, how did I get here? I used to work out, I was a former athlete, and I just don't know what happened. I just felt like I let myself go. I had got blood work done. I saw that my like iron levels were super low. I was 230 pounds, the biggest I've ever been. And I just was so discouraged and disappointed in myself because I let myself get to that point. But instead of just staying there, and to be honest, a lot of things I really wasn't happy with how things were turning out in my life. And I was trying to, I just felt like by a certain time I should have been somewhere in life and I wasn't. And that was discouraging. And I just didn't understand how I got to that point. I did start going to therapy, which helped, to kind of untangle some things. But one of the things I've learned was, you might, as you're climbing the ladder in life, as you're moving along in life, um, you may not be where you want to be, but I was making progressive towards where I wanted to be. And what did that look like for me to get up and, well, not gonna say get up, but turn to the other side? Just think of yourself on this bus, and you saw it's like the cartoon carrying a bus. One person is, they both in the same bus, they got the same situation going on, but one is looking out one window and they just seem gloomy, but the up on the other side is like a beautiful scene. And one thing that therapy helped me to do was look the other way to see what was going right in my life. And while I wasn't where I wanted to be, I was making progression and steps towards just, I was progressing in life. It just looked different, and I need to see that. So with that being said, I decided to say, you know what? I want change. While my circumstances aren't changing, what can I change and what do I have control of changing? And that was my health. That's the main thing people can do, is take control of their health and their mindset. So, what I did was I said, okay, that's where the goal of just being consistent came in. And that's where the goal of running a mile. I said, I just want to feel healthy again and be able to do things without feeling like I'm out of breath. Get into some good habits. So I said, I had a mentor that says, I shared with my mentor, I want to run a mile in under 20 minutes, under 15 minutes. And they were like, okay, you're doing it. And they literally set the date. And I was like, oh my gosh, I committed to being able to run a mile in the next 6 months. Because I think it was in January, at beginning of January of 2024, I had set that goal. And I just remember waking up like, I cannot believe this. Like, it seemed so daunting at first because I was so far. I felt so, it felt so with, it felt out of reach. Running that mile felt out of reach because I felt like I had fallen off or was just in an unhealthy place for a long time. And it's like, how do I even get back there? So I said, okay, I can do this. I was like, I had to coach myself, Samantha, you can do this. You got this. Let's set a goal to just be consistent and working out and showing up for the workout. It was free. Heather Robinson's workouts free online. Yeah, they're free online, so you can do that. And let's get that going first. So the simple step that I took was, let's just show up. The simple step that I took was making the goal and committing to the goal. One. And from there, I was showing up, working out. And then I said, okay, now I gotta start running, well, or getting incorporating running into my day, because in June, your girl about to be running a mile, and I had to follow. I wanted to follow. I didn't have to, but I wanted to follow through on that. So the month of February, I committed to working out. And then the month of March, I incorporated walking at work. I said, okay, how can I just make another simple step towards that? And I started going for walks. And then as the weather got better, then I started to just run. But I started off slow. I started off like running, walking, maybe run for 5 minutes, try to and run back for 5 minutes. But at the end of the day, I was able to do it, but I just wanted to kind of paint the picture of where I was around this time last year and how I've progressed. Am I at the weight that I want to be? No. Am I fitting in that large that I wanted to? No, not yet. I'm halfway there. But I was able to see the progressive steps that I was making towards my goal. And when you think about wellness, wellness isn't, when you're on a journey, it's not this destination where you have arrived. You know what I mean? You might arrive there, but you might still need to be making some steps. And it allowed me to see you may not be where you want to be, but you're progressing towards that goal or to that thing that you're aspiring to. And that's what brought me back to this place. Yes, I'm not at the goal weight. I'm not fitting in the clothes the way I want them to, but how can I show up for my goals and continue on my wellness journey? And that is what brought me here. And this is where we are today. In this wellness journey, I'm still focusing on one powerful word, and that is consistency. And my strategy is simple. I'm going to be looking at my notes. I'm going to be consistently working out, showing up for my workouts. Again, Heather Robinson has some free workouts online. It's the beginning of the year. You don't have to go to the gym right now. Find something on YouTube where you can do in the comfort of your home. So I'm gonna and I'll put her link in the description so that way if you are looking for, you can find it there. Um, I'm gonna be consistent in meal prepping, so that's the second thing. Consistent in meal prepping. Every Sunday, um, every Sunday I want to meal prep, so that way I'm ready for the week ahead. You know, if you're already ready, you don't gotta get ready. So if I'm ready on Sunday, and when I'm going through the weeks, I already have my meals in place, so I'm not tempted to go spend money. And then consistency in drinking water and making sure I get my water intake in and prioritizing my rest. So listen, I get up early, and if I want to be able to show up for myself in my workouts, I'll have to prioritize um, getting my rest. So hopefully, with these small manageable steps, hopefully with these steps that I'm taking here, they will add up to make for changes over time. These are small steps that will make big changes over time. So this series is all about keeping wellness simple. This is what this is. The next 12 weeks, as I follow through, you see in the back, I have my wellness wall. I'm gonna still be counting down the weeks with you, but it's all about keeping wellness simple, uh, practical, simple yet practical. And my goal is to share tips, some strategies, my wellness wins, my wellness improvements, and just my progression and what that looks like. And if you go back to my first launch video, I also want to share some wellness vlogs. So, um, and hopefully it inspires you and motivates you to get started on your wellness journey or pick up where you left off in your wellness journey. So, if this sounds like you, if you're ready to take consistent steps towards a healthier, happier lifestyle, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you don't, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss an upload. Enjoy my side of the internet, because listen, we don't have time for that overwhelming information. We need simple, practical. We're busy, we have jobs, but we still want to get in shape. We still want to be healthy and live a healthy lifestyle too. So let's go ahead and make 2025 a year of growth, transformation, and one that we're taking consistent steps. We're taking one consistent step at a time. All right. Peace.